Alright, Pathfinders. So the Aniimo devs finally answered our questions. And whether you got into the beta or not, this is the stuff you need to know. From game mechanics to big confirmations, the team just dropped a Q&A packed with answers we've all been waiting for. And yes, they've been watching. They literally said they've read everything we've posted across the servers. And the responses they gave, some of them may change how we look at the game entirely. But here's a real kicker. They confirmed we'll be seeing more Aniimos in future updates. So if you think you've seen everything already, you haven't. And if you stay until the end of this video, I'll even share highlights from the exclusive QA session hosted right on my channel, where the official Aniimo account showed up live and answered your questions directly. Let's break down the devs' answers and what they reveal about the future of Aniimo. What will be done to improve the voiceovers? The text-back playback speed is too fast, making it inconvenient to read, and it would be good to get more variety in the voiceovers. Their response? We are currently working on more future storylines, and since the current script may be adjusted, we have not finalized our voice acting needs. We are also working on optimization of text playback speed and skipping storylines. If you guys watched one of my previous videos on my early beta verdict, this was probably one of the biggest issues I ran into in the beta. The auto text dialogue was just way too quick. You weren't really able to understand the storyline because it was just skipping. So shout outs to them for addressing that concern. Number 2, the quality of the visual representation, hair color, texture of some of the characters and the Aniimo varies greatly, as well as some of the lighting effects. What will be done to improve these? It said neither the protagonist nor the NPC looks are final. We have already started improving the character's makeup, hairstyles, fashion, accessories, and so on, including makeovers for a number of NPCs. We hope the characters will still be recognizable in future tests. Regarding the differences in lighting effects, there are indeed inconsistencies in some scenes due to the influence of multiple regions, weather conditions, etc. We will continue to optimize these in various environments. The Aniimo themselves are one of our top priorities. We will introduce more novel Aniimo in the next test, along with completely different textures. We would love to hear from you which Aniimo textures you prefer in the comment section. Oh, this is cool. They are opening up more customization for the Aniimos and trying to balance out different lighting effects and things of that nature. So not only are the player characters are going to be getting adjustments, but the Aniimos themselves will be getting adjustments as well, along with the environments. 3, here's a big one. A lot of people are curious about the home base and things of that nature. Will the Homestead gameplay be further improved in the future? Will there be interactive gameplay between players? Yes. Pathfinders have provided us with valuable feedback for this Homestead gameplay, so a large number of optimizations are already in the works. In the future, we will continue to improve various functions and experiences related to building and management, and strive to turn the Homestead into a social space for Pathfinders. That is huge. Now, I haven't had a chance to really deck out my base in the home feature, but one cool thing I did notice in the beta is that you were able to join your friends home and you guys can actually meet up there and do some things together. So the fact that they're making the home a social space for Pathfinders, meaning that there's going to be even more things that we can do while we're in the home space. I can only imagine the possibilities with this game. Imagine like it gets on the level of The Sims or something like that, you know what I mean? I mean, making a social space for the home is really cool. That adds a whole entire layer to the game. This game already has so many layers. Creature collecting, puzzle dungeons, exploring, PvP, the social hub, home building. There's just so many layers, and now you're adding a social space inside the home. That's gonna be huge. Next one, what will be done to improve the frame drops and lag, especially since the current configuration requirements are quite high? Will the controller operation be improved? Regarding configuration optimization, we will need some time, but we are confident that we can resolve most of the lag and performance issues. The current controller operation is only experimental and will still strive to improve that experience for Pathfinders who want to play with the controller in our next test. In my opinion, the controller was spot on. I mean, the only thing that could be tweaked is navigating the UI with the controller, because the cursor moved pretty slow when you're using the analog stick. Or whenever I would pull up the analog and explore the menu, I would use my mouse and keyboard because it was quicker to navigate and click because the cursor moved pretty quick in regards to the controller. But combat, exploring, and all that other stuff, it felt really good on the controller. I was surprised at how smooth everything was. And here is the biggest one. Question 5. There are not many Aniimo in the beta test, and the open world seems a bit empty. How will it be filled later? On the one hand, we will add more world stories and Aniimo ecology so that Pathfinders can have a clearer understanding of Aniimo stories and living habits. On the other hand, we will supplement Aniimo's branch evolution forms and some currently missing areas and special forms, such as Aniimo's Prismana form, etc. At the same time, we will also design more interesting and cute new Aniimo based on the newly launched scenes. They're just saying, look, we're just going to expand on the world. We're going to add more branch evolutions. We're going to add more special forms, Prismana, more variants, and they're looking to design more Aniimos. There was like 64 Aniimos in total, because if you're counting Lunara and the lion, that's like 64. But if you're adding in each Aniimo's different forms, that's almost around 200 Aniimos. That's a lot of Aniimos. So I thought for a beta, 62 was really good. But hey, I'm not complaining with more Aniimos. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Next question. Currently, the feel of the combat connection is not very good, and some Aniimo appear stiff, with their skills not smoothly connected. The ultimate skill duration is a bit long. What will be done to improve these? Combat feel is an aspect that we highly value, and we will continuously optimize it, including not but limited to the operational feel of individual Aniimo, the adjustments of pre and post animation, the smoothness when switching Aniimo, and the energy cycle system. We have also noticed a discussion about the ultimate skill duration, and will appropriately consider shortening the duration of the ultimate skill and animation in the future. I personally think the ultimates are really cool. I just think the best way to go about fixing this is add a skip button. I love the cinematic skills and things of that nature, so I just think personally, just add a skip button so that way you don't have to sit through the full entire animation of the ultimates. But I can also see, some people might find an issue that is too long, so yeah, we'll see in the future. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Question 7. Regarding Aniimo accessories, will there be multiple options for attaching them? Currently, most of the original attachments points for decorations are on the head, which makes it impossible to wear multiple accessories and difficult to match. Our original intention for designing Aniimo's accessories was to provide a more freed dressing system, so we also designed a variety of accessories to meet the needs of Pathfinders. However, there are problems with the matching of the current initial positions and various parts of the Aniimo's bodies, and we will make adjustments and launch an optimized version in the future. There was a lot of accessories that were more designed towards the upper body, the lower body. There wasn't really that much things, so I could see how that could have been an issue. But for a beta, I think some of the items that we were given were pretty standard. Sunglasses, hats, basic things that you would put on an animal. Can we have some interaction actions between the characters and between characters in Aniimo? I really want to interact with my Aniimo. Also, can the camera function be improved? We are looking forward to introducing both. For the camera function, we also plan to provide more adjustment parameters and interactive actions within the camera, which should enable everyone to take even more beautiful photos with their beloved Aniimo. I'm not gonna lie, the camera function is really freaking cool. I loved the selfie mode when you're taking a picture, because your Aniimo will get in position as you get ready to take a picture. Number 9, can we add more languages and test slots later? Since Aniimo's future goal is global operation, so we will add various languages according to the needs of different users. Please rest assured on this point, Pathfinders. So, amen. Shout outs to the team. I mean, dude, I had an amazing time playing the beta. Obviously there were some bugs here and there. That's to be expected. But yeah, I'll share some screenshots from the QA session that they hosted on my stream. So shout out to the Aniimo team for pulling up. Someone brought up the infamous question about gacha, and they said, I know about your concerns with gacha. I will try my best to send your concern with our team. Somebody asked how soon until the second beta releases, and they said, I hope the next beta will be soon, but we still have to try to fix all kinds of bugs that already exist. So hope you guys can wait a bit longer. My first question I asked them is that, hey, since we sealed our Aniimos, will we be able to see them in the second beta, or will we see them whenever the game releases? And they said, currently you will be able to get it back during global launch. Now, one of the most important questions that wasn't addressed, one of the viewers asked, hey, will Aniimo ever be on PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch? They said, I hope we will get to other platforms, but that depends. I can't promise any, but let's hope for the best. So hey, I'll take it, man. That's good news to me. I'm always on my PlayStation 5, so having Aniimo on a PlayStation 5 would be insane. And that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. And as always, before we close out the video, I want to leave you with a positive message. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is a courage to continue that counts. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to become the best of which you are capable. So hey, what are your goals? Hopefully this message found you well. That's all I got. Take care of yourself. Make sure have yourselves a goddamn good one. I'll see you.